You're listening to the Power Agent Blogcast, empowering agents to elevate their business to the next level.
Challenges are just a guide, leading you, don't run and hide. You've got the heart, you've got the drive, feel it pound, you're alive. Power Agent.
Welcome back to the Power Agent Blogcast. We're going back in time today, taking advice from some of history's greatest leaders and figuring out how to use it in real estate. Imagine getting advice on trust from Aristotle or strategy from Sun Tzu, maybe even how to handle clients from Cleopatra.
It's really interesting how ideas from hundreds of years ago can still work today. The world is different, but people are still people. Leadership and strategy are still the same, even if the problems are a little different.
We should start with Aristotle. He was all about being ethical and living the right way. But how does that work in real estate? Things can get pretty competitive.
Aristotle was big on finding that golden mean. It's like finding a perfect balance. Think about negotiating for a client. You don't want to be a pushover, but you also don't want to be a bully. You need to find that spot between being tough but also understanding. It's not just being good, it's building trust. And in real estate, trust is a powerful thing to have.
Yeah, you get a reputation for being someone who's fair.
It's all about the long game. You want relationships, not just a quick sale. Now, when it comes to strategy, you can't beat Sun Tzu. He wrote The Art of War.
He's the one who said, know yourself, know your enemy.
So think about listing a property. You wouldn't just stick a sign out front and wait. You'd do your research, just like Sun Tzu would. You'd check out the neighborhood, look at what other houses are going for, figure out how to make your listing stand out. It's like knowing the battlefield you're on.
So you're like a detective, looking for clues in the market to give your clients an advantage.
And that means knowing your local market inside and out. You're the expert, right?
Yeah.
You need that knowledge to see what's coming and advise your clients the right way. Sun Tzu also said to be adaptable. Things change quickly in real estate. You have to change with them.
Which brings us to Machiavelli. I feel like he gets a bad rap. People think he's all about being ruthless.
People miss the point with Machiavelli. He understood something really important. The people who win aren't always the strongest. They're the ones who adapt. Think about real estate. If a market changes, you have to change with it.
Don't fight the chaos, learn to use it.
Exactly. See the change as an opportunity. Now let's switch gears. Cleopatra, everyone knows her. She was famous for her charm and influence. But she knew it wasn't just about charm, it was about understanding people and finding common ground. In real estate, that means you really listen to your client, get to know their needs.
So you're not selling a house. You're finding the right house for them.
You're making it a partnership, not just a business deal. And that builds relationships that last longer than the closing date.
We've talked a lot about building relationships. What about teams? Confucius was a big believer in harmony and working together. How do you build a strong team in real estate using his ideas?
Confucius thought everyone should feel respected and valued. That means a team where everyone can share their ideas and feels comfortable doing it.
So it's about creating a team where everyone has each other's backs and is working towards the same goal.
Exactly. If people feel heard and supported, they're going to be more engaged and productive. Everyone wins in the end.
Team meetings, open communication, a shared vision, that's how you build a winning team. Now let's talk about Abraham Lincoln. Everyone knows he was a man of integrity. Why is that so important in real estate?
Lincoln was known for being honest and trustworthy. In real estate, that's everything. Your clients need to know they can count on you to be ethical and upfront, even when things get tough.
Even if it costs you money or a deal.
It's playing the long game. Building that reputation for integrity takes time. But in the end, clients will come back because they trust you.
And they tell their friends and family about you because they know you're looking out for them.
You can't put a price on that kind of loyalty.
Okay, last but not least, Queen Elizabeth I. She was a powerful leader, known for being strategic and for her ability to connect with people. How can people in real estate be more like her?
Queen Elizabeth was great because she could think strategically, but she also had compassion. She knew when to be tough and when to be understanding. That's a tough balance in real estate.
So it's about using data to make decisions, but also connecting with your clients and understanding their needs.
Queen Elizabeth could deal with complex situations and still keep her people loyal.
Strong leader, but also a compassionate one. That's a winning combination. It's amazing how much we can learn from leaders who lived so long ago.
It's true, the world was a very different place back then. But the basics of leadership haven't really changed. how to make good decisions, how to understand people. It's all still relevant to what we do in real estate.
It makes you think they were dealing with empires and wars. But their advice still works for selling houses and dealing with clients.
Right. The problems are different, but the way you solve them, the way you think about them, those are things we can still learn from.
So for everyone listening, how can they use this history stuff in their real estate business? What are the takeaways?
Well, you have to start by looking at yourself. Which of these historical figures do you connect with? Are you a strategist, like Sun Tzu, or more of a smooth talker, like Cleopatra?
It's like finding your leadership style, what works best for you.
Once you know your style, think about how to use their strategies. Like, let's say you admire Aristotle and his ethics. How can you make sure your business is always ethical?
You could be super honest with clients, even if it means you make less money. Or make sure every deal is fair for everyone, not just yourself.
Exactly. You build a reputation for being honest. People will want to work with you. Now, what if you like Sun Tzu's way of thinking? You need to learn everything about the market. Use that knowledge to help your clients be successful.
It's like having these historical figures as mentors, learning from what they did and using it in real estate today. But it's not just about yourself, right? It's about building a team, too.
That's where Confucius comes in. He was all about working together. So how do you build a team where everyone respects each other and works towards a common goal? How do you get the best out of your team members?
Maybe have regular meetings where everyone can speak their mind. Or give them chances to learn and improve. Make it feel like a community where everyone succeeds together.
And don't forget Queen Elizabeth I. She knew how to think strategically, but also be compassionate. How can you do both of those things as a leader?
You got to analyze the market, sometimes make tough calls, but also connect with your clients and your team on a personal level.
Be a strong leader, but don't forget to be human.
It's not about copying one of these historical figures exactly. It's about taking the best from each of them and using it in your own way, creating your own style of leadership.
I like that. It's like you're building your own leadership playbook using history's greatest hits.
It's exciting. We're not just learning about history. We're using it to become better leaders and find more success in real estate.
I think that's what makes this so interesting for our listeners. It's not just theory. We're giving them real strategies they can use to improve their businesses and be better leaders.
Everyone in real estate is trying to figure things out. They want to build relationships, make smart choices, reach their goals. And these historical figures, they kind of already did all that. They dealt with problems, overcame challenges, and achieved amazing things.
We can learn a lot from them. They can inspire us to be better in our own real estate journey.
And the big takeaway here is that leadership is a journey, not a destination. It's all about learning, adapting, and becoming a better version of yourself.
And if we embrace that journey, if we stay open to new ideas, we can become those great leaders. We can build strong teams and find success in this crazy world of real estate.
It's like having a team of experts from different times in history, all giving you advice. And think about how cool it would be to use these stories with clients.
Yeah, it makes you stand out. You're not just any agent. You're thinking outside the box.
It's like saying, Cleopatra was really good at getting people to agree. Let's try using some of her tactics in this deal.
You become more than just an agent. You become a trusted advisor, someone who sees the big picture and understands what the client is going through.
It's not just about numbers and contracts, right?
Right.
It's helping people with a huge decision in their lives.
That's what makes a good real estate agent great. It's about being able to connect with people, building that trust and helping them through what can be a really complicated process.
Being a real leader.
So as you move forward in your real estate career, remember these historical figures. Use their wisdom to help you make decisions, interact with people, and become a better leader.
When you're in a tough negotiation, think about Aristotle. When you're trying to figure out the market, channel Sun Tzu. And when you're working with clients, remember Cleopatra.
And don't forget, you have the potential to be a great leader too. You can build a successful business, a strong team, and really make a difference for your clients.
So go out there and be your best selves. Take inspiration from history, learn from their mistakes, and let their wisdom help you succeed in the world of real estate. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and be the best leader you can be.